the 25th of April 2015, Nepal was hit by a 7.9 magnitude earthquake, which laid waste to cities, towns and villages across the country. Over 5,000 people were killed, thousands more were injured. But this was just the beginning. Collapsed houses, power outages, disrupted utility supplies and little means of communication left tens of thousands of people in a desperate situation. Other countries and organisations around the world responded quickly to the disaster, providing emergency relief to those affected in the cities and filtering out into the towns. However, the smaller villages, especially those high up in the mountains, had very little support, especially as many of them have been difficult to reach by road. The problem was aggravated further by another earthquake on the 12th of May, reaching 7.3 on the Richter scale, as well as numerous daily aftershocks which caused the poor rural roads to crack and be covered by mudslides. Feed the Hungry, through their partner churches working on the ground in Nepal, responded to the cry of these smaller villages, quickly looking at strategies to try and bring relief to those isolated areas. Rallying support from Australia, Germany, the United States, Hong Kong and the United Kingdom, Feed the Hungry were able to quickly raise money to bring support. Within days of the first earthquake, Feed the Hungry was able to get food and tents to its partnering churches, who distributed the resources to those who were not easy to reach. In late May, Gwyn Williams from Feed the Hungry UK and JP Rumans from Feed the Hungry Germany travelled out to Nepal to see how the country was recovering and the struggles they were still facing.
Nepal greeted us out of the clouds as we came across India. The mountains shot up to greet us, swathed in forest greenery. Immediately, we noticed the orange and blue tarps that are used for tents, dotted in every valley, hill and mountaintop village. One of the most lasting memories as we travelled over 100 miles through the mountains was in every village, people making their beds outside as they are still afraid of sleeping under a roof. Not surprising, as aftershocks still rock this beautiful land.
Since the earthquake, people are living in fear, frustration and an atmosphere of numbness, not knowing where to start to rebuild their lives, with aftershocks rocking the streets during the day and storms sweeping in at night. Pastor Ruben helps lead Mount Everest Children's Home, one of Feed the Hungry's partners. With the financial support provided by Feed the Hungry, he and his team have been able to buy food and bring support to poor Nepalese families.
We have loaded 62 bags of rice and 62 salt and packet of salt, oil, and our one team has went to bring tent. After we load, and we are planning to go to Gorkha, and there are 62 families. They are going to come from different places to receive the relief.
So there's still many villages, even 2 weeks on, that are still not have received food or...
Yes, still grounds are moving and the hills are broken and the stones are falling down. And still people are suffering, they are victims.
Nepal is broken into 46 official tribes. They are classed very similarly to the Indian caste system with higher, middle and lower castes. Those tribes which are not recognised become the untouchables. They have little and live on scraps. Pastor Ruben and his congregation run an education centre in the village of Samani for 92 children of the Musahar tribe, which is not recognised as an official tribe and are very poor, having no land of their own. As Musahar have very little, it's easy to think that they lost little in the earthquake. However, being a low caste means that they have received none of the international aid sent following the earthquake, and some of the resource they may have received have been diverted elsewhere to those who are deemed to be more important.
The poverty which some of the tribes in Nepal are living in are some of the most challenging conditions Feed the Hungry has witnessed outside of Africa.
As well as providing education for this small community, Feed the Hungry gives regular meals to the children of rice and meat. They also hold church services within the community, offering prayer and giving Bibles to help show God's love and grace to a people ignored by the rest of the country. Through their partnership with Feed the Hungry, local projects like Pastor Reuben's are able to support those with the lowest status in Nepal. Without the support of thousands of people across the globe, this work would be impossible and the Musahar would be forgotten.